Hi guys, it's Bunny, and today I've got these small little figures that I got in Japan that I'm finally opening up. It's not like it's been half a year or anything. It's actually been over half a year since I got them. I know that's so bad. But I got these mostly from the Konbini, so both 7-Eleven and Family Mart, I believe. I also got some from some random toy stores and also a couple from the Pokemon Center. I actually have two duplicates of these, one of which I bought for a friend and then completely forgot until now. And the other I think I just accidentally picked up. This is the order they are all in the back. I don't know what series number this is, but I believe they have done these before and I would like to try and get more of them. And they weren't that expensive, they were a few pounds each. I'm going to try and go in order that they are here, but I have messed up the order that I just put them in so I could sit where I sit. So as I said, we're going to start in order of who's here, and I'm quite excited. They're literally called Pokemon Kids or Kids Pokemon that it says on the front, and these are really cute. I wish one of them had the price on so I could let you know, but I believe it was around 340 yen, so literally about under £2. To open these up, they've got a little pull tab there. Because of my nails, that's actually really hard because they aren't the strongest nails I've done. But we're opening it up and let's see inside. So inside, the first thing I'm pulling out is this cute little Mew figure. And then we also have the classic stick of gum that you get in pretty much any toy like this. Now, I might be wrong, but I think these were actually based off of some designs because you've got these three images up here, if you guys can see that, which look pretty much like the figures look like. But this is just the first one, the Mew. And it also fits on my finger. I don't know if that's also the point, but I think that's quite cool. But like, you could definitely play finger puppets with them, which is very cute for kids. The next one we have is literally the next one it shows, which is the Togepi one. And also as it goes on, you may realise that I don't know all of their names. But this is the stick of gum, and this figure looks so cute already. They've tucked the end actually into the little hole, so it means that it doesn't fall out. And this one actually is a lot more hollow, as you can see. This one does not just sit on my finger. I'm wondering if this is done so they can be lighter or to save money or something, but I actually really like the way it is because it means that you can move them around a little bit easier. But yeah, I just think that's really cute. Like, look how pretty that is. I'm already convinced that that one there is going to be my favourite of the set. Next up, we have Wooper and Paldean Wooper. One of my favourite Pokemon, by the way. I actually have a massive Quagsire plushie that I got from the Pokemon Center that sleeps on my bed every night. And I'm still so mad because I had a matching Clodsire that I didn't pick up. But here is our little figure in the packaging. Obviously, our little piece of gum. I'm just going to collect these. And then this is what the figure looks like. I'm going to sit it on my hand because it looks a little silly if it's not on there, but look how pretty that is. I really like it. That's definitely my second favorite already. Like, no offense Mew, I do prefer you to Mewtwo, and like, you are so cute and your shiny's perfect. However, you can't compete with the Woopers. I'm sorry. Next we have Pawmot, I think. I'm so bad at knowing which evolution's which, especially with the newer ones, but I'm pretty sure that this is Pawmot. First of all, the stick of gum, and secondly, this is really cute. I believe they do have other series of this. I'm going to see if I can find out which series it is before putting it in my title or thumbnail, but this one is really cute. This one also just sticks onto the finger. You can see the sun's coming out a little bit as well for me. How nice of you to finally turn up. This isn't the first video I filmed today. You're probably going to see that other video before this one, but the sun wasn't shining then. Also got a lovely little iced coffee with me today. The next one, is this Mastiff or Mabosstiff? I struggle so much saying those two Pokemon, but this is one of the new Paldean Pokemon. It's actually our third Paldean Pokemon because Pawmot and the Paldean Wooper were also obviously from Paldea. But this is one that I don't see that much love for online. Hopefully there's more love in Japan because it is a very sweet character. I like how I'm saying a sweet character. They're all very cute little Pokemon. And I've just stuck this one on 2 fingers to make it easier to show you guys. These are so cute. I think they're also really nice quality as well for the price. Like, you can very barely squeeze that. Like, it doesn't look like something you can break easily. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't feel like something I can break easily. And the next one, I believe, is Palafin. There are 2 of these. One is Palafin and one is Finizen. Maybe this one's Finizen, but they look almost identical. Okay, I might be wrong, but I believe this one is Finizen that we've got here, but I'm not sure. They look so similar. Okay, I believe that is one way I can check which one they are, but they are identical Pokemon except for one thing. That's why it makes sense that I was so confused, guys. I'm not being silly. and this one is Finizen. There's one way and one way only that you can tell the difference, and that is it will have a little heart here on its chest if it is Palafin, and this one doesn't have one, so it's just Finizen. And there is actually a hero form Palafin, which I didn't know about. Anyway, the next one that we have is a Tatsugiri. Now, I am so bad at knowing which variation is which, so I'm just going to say the red one, or I'm going to get myself confused. And I want to be completely honest with you. This is one of my favourite Pokemon to come out of Paldea. And this is what it looks like. It's so cute. I love the little heart tail. I just think this is such a cute little Pokemon. I don't really have much else I can say about this little guy except for absolute perfection, and the confused look on his face is iconic. This Pokemon I'm going to show you guys next, I actually just had to Google who it is, and for some reason it says 855 there, but it's not Pokemon number 855, which is very confusing. But we're going to open it up. This is Lokix. I'm assuming Lokix because, like, I'm assuming it has a move that's, like, low kicks. And I'm going to be honest, this is the figure I like the least. I'm not a fan of it at all. Just because I know absolutely nothing about this Pokemon. I don't think I've even caught this Pokemon. And to me, this isn't a Pokemon that I would want to catch. It just looks very strange. It's not really my thing. I'm not gonna lie. Not the Pokemon for me. I'm so sorry, Lokix, but I don't like this one. I'm sorry. And that brings us on to Snorlax, and I love Snorlax. In fact, I started playing Pokemon Sleep, and I need to get back into it literally just for Snorlax. Not to brag or anything, but I did get a shiny Snorlax at one point. I don't know if I still have the screenshot, so I can't show you guys, but I did get a shiny Snorlax. And this is what my Snorlax looks like. Yeah, in Pokemon Sleep, you can actually get a shiny Snorlax. But obviously you can't register that you found a shiny Snorlax. So unless you screenshot it, there's no way of ever showing people. But this is what this one looks like. I think it's so cool. He's just going to have a little lay down as he does. I can't say anything bad about this one. I actually really like it, so. And next up, another favourite of mine is Wigglytuff. Did you know this is actually my favourite ever evolution line? And Wigglytuff is one of my all-time favourite Pokemon. Wigglytuff is definitely my favourite from the Mystery Dungeon games. I think it's the Time one, and I loved Wigglytuff in it. I was scared of Wigglytuff for a long time before I fell in love with Jigglypuff, and then my love for Wigglytuff finally grew. This is Wigglytuff. I can get my finger a lot further, like less far in here, just because it's obviously very skinny pieces. But this is what Wigglytuff looks like. I'm a big fan, definitely obsessed. I love the details on this. This is my favorite Pokemon in the entire set we've got here, but the other figures with like that little bit more detail do have a special place to me. I wish they all kind of had like how we've got a little pillow here for Togepi, or the kind of two Pokemon there for the Whoopers. I wish we had that for Wigglytuff. But Wigglytuff is getting a spot in my little favourite section that I've got over here. And afterwards, we definitely have Vulpix next. Now, this is absolutely iconic. I think this is one of the ones that I have two of. Now, I've been needing to open these because I don't particularly want to keep the boxes for these, and they've been taking up so much room in my closet over here. You've kind of probably seen them when that's been open in videos. But this is Vulpix. Very cute. I really like this one. I like the detail and like the way the Vulpix is looking. I think that's really cute instead of just like front facing. This is what it looks like on the back of my hand. Very cute. Obviously my hand isn't like flat, so that makes it kind of hard to show. But that is definitely a figure I really like from them. We've got 4 left, and the next one is Ninetales. I kind of think it would be cool to have either Alolan Vulpix and normal Ninetales, or normal Vulpix and Alolan Ninetales. I think that would have been quite cool. To be completely honest, Ninetales is not a favourite Pokemon for me. I don't know what it is, but there's just something that I'm not obsessed with, despite the fact I actually really like Vulpix. But this is what we look like here. If I put my hand behind, maybe you can see a little bit better. It's so much easier to just stick them on my fingers and show you. Next, we have Espeon. Now, for a while, I was convinced that I had an Eevee in this, which I don't. I was like, oh, they match. Don't know where I got Eevee from. I have a feeling I just didn't say Umbreon for this. I don't know what I said, but for some reason I'm convinced I said something different. But here is Umbreon, looking really cute. I really like this one. I like the way that it's sat down. I think that's really cute, and I like the way that it's detailed without giving a ton of detail. But yeah, we are very cute here. I'm obsessed. My hand feels like a claw whenever I'm showing you these because of how small they are. Next up we have Latias, and the first game I ever got Pokemon wise was Omega Ruby. So Latias and Latios have a very big part in like my heart. They've got a big space in my heart for being like the first legendaries kind of. Obviously I know that I didn't have this one in my game, I had Latios, but my cousin had the other one to me, so it was very fun like showing each other what we had. So despite the fact I myself couldn't get this Pokemon, it still means a lot to me just because it reminds me of when I first got my Pokemon games. And this is what we have here. This one's really cute. I love the way that it's flying. I think that's like a really nice attention to detail, that we're just flying. Some of these are really nice and detailed, like with the positions they're in. Polmort is not detailed at all with the position it's in. It's literally just standing. And then you've got ones like this which are actively flying through the sky. And the final figure I have to open up with you guys is Metagross. Yet again, not a Pokemon I really played with a lot as a kid. However, definitely an icon in my opinion. We've got our final little piece of gum, and here we are. I actually really like this one as well. The way that it's reaching out forwards is really cool. I actually think this is like a contender for favorites, which normally I only favor cute Pokemon, so this is definitely a surprise. So my favorite is probably this Togepi because I think the design is so interesting. That's definitely the top one. And this is my least favorite one. It's just not a Pokemon I'm really interested in, and I don't think it's really like a fun kind of position for the figure. I actually think the most interesting one though could be Latias, and the least interesting, I'm sorry if I can't put low kicks again, it's going to be Polmort. As much as I really like this Pokemon, it looks boring. Like the pose isn't the most interesting. I hope you guys like this video. This has been a very long time coming to actually open that. But yeah, I love Pokemon. I want to do more videos like this in the future. I might try and see if I can get more of them online to open. Or hopefully next time I get to go, I'm going to get a bunch more. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!